face-off team on the field now as they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Open man is Trey Burton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Rivers. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
It's a game.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Back to Taylor on first down. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards.
We're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Taylor, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's the end of the first quarter.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They turn to Taylor on 4th. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let him know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. First down, Rivers. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
They just got that play off. Now Rivers. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Jets 0. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Water lady. Check, 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 check. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Play action. It's Darnold. On the completion, Frank Gore. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Exit, exit. Right there.
The play fake, and it's Darnold. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. And touchdown, New York. Breshad Perriman. 70 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the games at
7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Rivers now to throw on first down. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Going up top. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down. Rivers pass.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
Frank Reich, he didn't even seem hesitant about this. He wants to go for it on 4th down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. To throw, Rivers. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Pats him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rivers on the right side. It's Hilton with a catch. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Darnold, he lost the foot, and he's brought down all the way back in the end zone. My goodness, that's going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Well, that was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Looking deep for Hilton. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. New York ready to go again offensively. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Dancing to his left. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
The sideline and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10. That's
an incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A final shot before the break. Darnold is brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
16. Jets 7.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for
the Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Right there.
Off of play action, Darnold. Airing one out for Crowder. And that's caught inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Let's put that team on the clock. Mike 54. Mike 54. Ready? Spot. Ready? Spot. No.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Darnold. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Down at the 11-yard line.
Darnold on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To the air again, Darnold. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Throwing again is Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They run once more with Taylor, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, Rivers. And he's got his man Hilton. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Matthias Farley on the tackle. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 46-yard line.
Ready? 190.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of here on EA Sports.
16.
It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Rivers. He's got Burton here. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rivers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 40.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Ready? Let's get off the field. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Their 49-yard line.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Darnold now to throw. They go with a screen to Gore. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Darnold completes it. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come. Hey, one set. Check Mike, 54. Mike. Hey, 80. I got you. Alert 3.
Here's Gore now, running out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's pin the mirrors back. Hey, check 43.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 15-yard touchdown, Brown. And the Jets have made this a 1-score game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game, 1st and 10 here. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This defense really clamping down. Although they're losing the game still, this second half has been theirs.
And they're winning it. I almost equate it to being a boxer. And whenever you see a good fight, the guy who is on his toes and doing the punching, that's the guy who's winning. And that's the way they're going at it defensively now. Much more aggressive in their calls, much more aggressive in their pursuit.
Again, it's Taylor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. Here's Rivers. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
Feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
So this one winds up in Indianapolis.
NFL football. It's Super Bowl Sunday. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
After all the talk, it's time for football, and here we go. Super Bowl 55 is underway. And here's Lewis. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of
a nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Finding some room at midfield. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
Jones with a nice burst there on 1st down as he'll be taken down, but not before a gain of 7 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3 from the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just one. Wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's it.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. The Bucs pick it up. Down the numbers. There he goes. He's at the 40. 20.
We got plenty of
10,
fight, baby.
5. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Brady now on 1st down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes Quarter number one. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Toss running left. Fournette. They find some open field here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. A quick pass here to Godwin. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
21 more. How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set him back 5.
Still first down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. They'll find Miller. That's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play. This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran back within a point.
That's the score. Packers 6, Buccaneers 5.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Kickoff for Tampa Bay.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Austin on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Packer.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Rodgers pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Rodgers pass intended for Devontae Adams. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Jadon Mickens. This is taken at the 23. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Their own 32-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The final shot before half for Brady, being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Crosby on now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Caught at the 26.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the 3rd quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And it's 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Brady to throw again. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation, very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Again, it's Brady. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up second and goal at the Packers' 6-yard line.
Brady with a quick throw here to Evans out wide. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs have taken the lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Shotgun now for Brady. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Oh, I think the Bucs got it, and they did. Tampa Bay football. And I don't know many coaches that would have the guts, the nerve to do this in the Super Bowl, but they did it, and it paid off.
Well, if you were a head coach, you would have done it. I know you. You have that type of nerve, similar to Sean Payton in Super Bowl 44 with New Orleans when he did against Indianapolis.
That's exactly right. By the way, I definitely would not have kicked.
I sat down with my accountant. He said I got good news and I got bad news.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Operating from the gun, Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
First down and goal to go.
From the gun, Brady. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And the lead is up to 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. And up 2 scores late. No clue why you do this here, but they're going to go for the onside kick. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
To kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And here's Lewis. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And we're at the time in the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the gun, Rodgers. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul. 3rd and 1, they opt to pass it, and the one thing happened that could not happen. They took a sack.
Yeah, I just wonder, is that an indictment of their offensive line? Did they think that they couldn't move them enough to pick up a 1st down there? Or was it analytics? Did they think about it? That way, in any event, they'll be studying that in the future.
The Packers go for it. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 38. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
So after the INT, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Brady going to look to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Offense.
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Operating from the gun, Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Brady's
a crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for fourth down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed fourth down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
At the 37-yard line.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. From the gun, Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Devin White, the linebacker.
Devin White. Rodgers pass. Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
He's got the first down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have won the Super Bowl, and they will hoist the Lombardi Trophy to cap an amazing season. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.